Back, 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 back. Back and now with Mora and EU. Yo! So what's up? Uli sa inyo mga basketbolero at basketbolera. We are back! So it's been quite a while. Na-miss namin kayo lahat. Sana na-miss nyo rin kami. So it's really been a while since we did this podcast. And we've got lots of things to talk about. EU, kamusta ka naman, brother?
So, okay naman. Kaya rin siguro tayo natagalan kasi tinapos muna natin yung NBA season. Sa dami ng mga kaguluhan na nangyari sa seeding. But we're back and we're ready to get this show started with our very first topic. And this is quite a personal achievement for Mora and I. Sometime, kailan ba to?
A month ago, brother, more or less.
More or less a month ago.
Over the month, yeah.
Ayan, we were invited to be part of a 3x3 tournament. Not as participants per se, kasi bawal pa maglaro. But we were given a chance to commentate and to witness a 3x3 tournament hosted by SwishFit PH. And we were there for the 3x3 women's tournament. And it's the first leg of this year. It happened sa Mandaluyong. And yun. So here's a picture of the participants. And it's our first time to actually commentate, to witness 3x3 live. So, Mora, ikaw, talk about the experience kasi ikaw yung mas naunang nag-commentate kaysa sa akin.
Well, sa akin, bro, first, I didn't know what to expect. Talent-wise, medyo hindi ko alam kung gaano ka-competitive yung mangyayari na games. Pero, bro, sobrang nagulat ako. The talent of these ladies that actually went there to compete was really wild. Sabi ko kahit nung condition pa ako, kinain ako nung ibang mga nandun sa competition na yon. So, really, it was a pleasant surprise in terms of commentating. First, nangangapa ka pa eh. You didn't know what to say, you didn't know what to do. But when you get a hang of it, dun mo ma-realize na parang you're just trying to tell a story. And it's a story that you're enjoying, a story that's happening right in front of you. A very exciting story. So yeah, sobrang naging way into it na tayo, and then sobrang naging mas intense, not just the games, but even the commentary.
Yun nga. And one thing I can say na, kasi nagsasalitan kami ng games. Nauna si Mora, tapos nung ako na, yung pinakauna kong salang, naninibago pa ako to the point na yung pag-refer ko pa to the players, parang lalaki pa. Na parang he pa yung nagagamit ko. Parang nagkakamali talaga ako nun. But after a while, masasanay ka rin na ibahin yung pronouns na. And ang nagulat ako kung gaano kahirap mag-commentate. Kasi 12 seconds lang yung shot clock, ang daming nangyayari. Parang inaano pa lang yung hininga mo, nasa ring na yung bola. And sinabihan kami na dapat every time na 5 seconds left sa shot clock, remind mo yung mga team. So yun, nasa utak namin habang nag-commentate. So, yun, nakakaaliw, and it's something that we'd want to do again in the future. Kung di man kami makaparticipate as players sa 3x3 tournament na ganito, na open to everyone actually, we'd want to give commentating a shot again. Ikaw ba, Mora? Ano pa yung mga naalala mo dun sa experience?
Well, pare, ito, there were cards that you could get personalized. So, you come or order by the table, and then you would have your own basketball card of yourself. Tapos, that's very cool actually. Tapos, just during the game, nakikita mo na malaki yung potential ng women's basketball. It's just really there na hopefully mas ma-unravel, mas maging mainstream. Kasi grabe yung talent ng players. These three are the mythical three of the tournament. Grabe yung talent ng tatlong players na to. And not just them. All those who have participated, makikita mo na they do excel in their own roles.
And may kita mo rin na hindi porket 3x3 basta-basta lang na meron ding strategy. May kita mo na merong palitan ng players, alam nila kung kailan magsasub kasi for each team up to a maximum of 5 players. And may kita mo na pinaghandaan talaga nila yung tournament. And actually, I'm curious to see how the next legs will look.
Yep.
Kasi alam ko may next leg sila sa June for both the men's and women's division. Gusto ko rin makita kung paano yung level of competition sa men's, but I'm sure mataas rin yung level of competition doon given kahit na sabihin natin na hindi kilala yung mga player. So,
yeah, isa pang naalala ko, bro, that I think would cement how exciting the games were. Naalala ko, it was during the closing seconds of the game na. Tapos nagpapalitan ng score, nahabol na yung lead, down to 2 or 3, I think. Sobrang nag-enjoy yung bench. Sila yung na-technical, which was the win. So, ganun ka-intense yung games na kahit yung bench didn't know what to do. So they were just really enjoying the moment, cheering for their team. Kaso, yun lang, sila yung napitukan.
Yun nga. And if there's another thing that I'd like to take out of this experience is grabe yung potential for 3x3 ng Pilipinas. I know recently the Philippines competed in the FIBA Asia Cup, though they came up short. Lalo na yung women's team natin, they made it to the quarterfinals. But if Mongolia could be not so good in the 5x5 competition, pero sobrang galing nila sa 3x3, why can't the Philippines be just as good? Kasi hindi naman kailangan lahat talaga matangkad. Hindi naman kailangan lahat talaga matangkad or magbo-volleyball ka lang. Parang pagdating kasi sa 3x3, mas kailangan mo ng shooting. As evidenced by yung mythical 3 kanina, puro shooter sila lahat. Kasi naalala ko yung mga shoot nila, as in, once ma-clear nila yung bola, titira na nila yung dos. And, yun, feel ko, malaki yung mas may potential na makapasok ang Pilipinas sa 3x3 Olympics kaysa sa 5x5 sa totoo lang. Given yung mga kinakailangan para mag-succeed sa 3x3 level. So,
yeah, considering how important skill, I think speed would be in the 3x3, and then kaya nila ma-cancel out yung height disadvantage.
Yeah. And once again, we'd like to thank yung gumawa sa amin,
Yes.
Swish Fit PH. You may go follow them.
Mr. Josiah, Coach Josiah, for asking us to be a part of that tournament.
Pero paano ba tayo na-contact ng Swish Fit? Paano ba nagsimula yung association natin with Swish Fit? And I guess mas ikaw yung makakasagot nun, Mora. So, ano ba yung ginagawa ng Swish Fit?
So basically, Swish Fit, more than just being at least broadcasted by us technically, na gumagawa sila ng 3x3 leagues every now and then. The main purpose of Swish Fit is to train players, not just players actually, basketball enthusiasts, no matter what the skill level is. So basically, it could be for fitness, it could be for just basically a hobby or kapalit ng gym, pero some would also treat it as something to get better. So I think right now they're working on player development, or they are taking it personally to develop players. So I think recently they're trying to train one of the Gilas prospects, or part of the Gilas Batang Gilas pool, si Andrel Yap. So let's see how it goes. I think fairly recent, and then they're also running a program for one of an or one aspiring basketball player that has the height. So hopefully we'll get to see them more in terms of the mainstream basketball media, or at least we'll see them in commercial leagues, and then yeah, more or less that would be Swish Fit. Feeling mo varsity ka pag nagte-train ka doon. I
Mm.
tried a few sessions. I think I had 5 or 6 sessions already. Feeling ko balik ako doon sa varsity days ko. May
Ah,
cone, may
ah.
drills. O pare, as in ma, mga drive and pop, mga screen and pick and roll, mga plays talaga that would make you think of what moves would be best suited pag game time na. So yeah, it's really very helpful for me, and then it's also something that would I think would bring me to the next level in terms of conditioning.
Okay, so yung usual session ba sa Swish Fit, nabanggit mo na merong drills. Gaano katagal yun? Tapos, meron bang open run pagkatapos? And
Yeah,
is it yun,
yeah, more or
gaano
less
katagal?
the entire session would be around 1 to 2 hours, depending on the session that you signed up for. So about 3/4 the session would be dedicated to drills, to having a certain feel of the court of your of the other players that are with you. And then pagdating sa dulo, you finish it off with scrimmage. And then yeah, so
Hmm.
yeah, it's something na, well, I try to look forward to scrimmage kung hindi pa ubos yung legs ko after all the drills. Kasi it's the opportunity to try the moves that you've been doing dun sa drills.
And kapag drills ba, 'di ba sa sessions nyo kasama nyo rin yung women? So lahat ba
Mm.
pare-pareho yung drills or iba for the women, iba for the men?
Well, actually it's not really women men yung ginagawa nilang division. If may
Okay.
enough na space sa court, hinahati nila into beginner, intermediate. So minsan
Hmm.
kahit na kunwari 6'8" ka or 7-footer ka, or I don't know kung ano man height mo, if basics pa lang yung gusto mong matutunan, you can fall under the beginner scale. And then kahit na parang out of shape ka and all, if you're quite advanced already in terms of learning the game, you can go with the intermediate group. So medyo
Okay.
mas complicated yung drills. So na-try ko yun kasi nung first session, syempre ginage pa yung skill level. So nag-start ako sa beginner.
Ah.
Tapos parang siguro after the first drill nilipat ako sa intermediate. Tapos nung intermediate na, doon ko na naramdaman na wala na akong legs, pa-cramps na ako,
Oh,
hinihingal na ako. Pero yeah, it's really a good thing kasi nung time na yun wala talaga eh. As in pick up basketball lang yung only form
mm,
of basketball ko. So um medyo nagulpi-digulat ako doon, but then again, it's something that I've craved for ever since. So that's why
mm.
I was able to do about 5 or 6 sessions already with them, and then looking forward to have a few more sessions afterwards.
Okay. So once again, thank you to Swish with PH. And if you're interested in,
Mm,
you know, getting a session in or two or even
mm.
more, alam ko
Yeah,
may
and
mga
very
package sila
affordable.
na
Very
na good
affordable
for a
sila.
month.
May trial rate sila once you get to try. Doon ka na mamili ng package that would suit your needs.
And if I remember correctly, they have sessions at night and
Mm.
they hold it either sa Mandaluyong, sa BGC, or even sa
Pioneer.
Makati or sa Pioneer.
Uh,
Yun.
and then
So for
meron din
those,
sa ano bro, meron din sa somewhere near Cubao,
okay.
Ituazon area.
So to everyone there who'd like to try, feel free to follow SwishFit PH on
Yes, that's
Instagram,
the
on
thing.
Facebook, and you can click on the links on our description.
Yes, sasama namin doon.
Uh,
Again, thank you to Swissfit PH, Sir Josiah Villegas, Coach Josiah. looking forward to hopefully be able to work again with you soon. And then, hopefully, makakompete din kami, Coach, sa like, malay mo, ready na tayo by then, pare.
Mag-sessions muna tayo sa kanila bago tayo mag-compete na. And, yan. So, speaking of competition, nabanggit din namin kanina na kaya natagalan din kami kasi tinapos muna namin yung season. But the NBA playoffs are finally upon us.
Pare, from one exciting thing to another exciting thing tayo.
Yes, and we're here to make our quick playoff picks for the series that are already set in stone. And first, we'd like to go to the Eastern Conference. 3-6 matchup. The Milwaukee Bucks will host the Indiana Pacers. Ikaw, pre, anong pick mo? Given that Giannis is most probably missing the first 2 games. So,
well, bro, medyo mainit yung yung atmosphere dito sa sa matchup na to. We all know what has happened before. First, I think it started in the in-season tournament. Yung tinalo ni Pacers yung what was very hopeful Milwaukee Bucks then. So that was the first time that they were testing yung Lillard and Giannis combo. Tapos after nun, may incident pa na yung naagawan ng game ball si Giannis.
yun. So ikaw, meron ka na bang kayo nakakampi or tingin mo sino mananalo, period?
Well, given the first 2 games na out si Giannis, I think this would go into a game 7. I think this would go into game 7. Both teams would be giving it their all, but I think game 7 it would still go with the Milwaukee Bucks just because they have the experience and they have I think the necessary pieces to compete further into the playoffs. Siguro ang although I think game 7 might still be close, and if matalo man yung Milwaukee at the end of the day, I think it's time to fire Doc. I think that was a mistake, bro. That was a mistake.
Actually, ako, dahil lang kay Doc Rivers na yan, I'm picking the Pacers in 6.
Okay.
Kasi,
in 6?
Pacers in 6. Kasi,
okay.
Yung time na tinalo nila yung Pacers nung in-season tournament, wala pa si Siakam. Tapos ngayon may Siakam na sila, who's a known playoff performer. And at the same time, Haliburton is raring to get to the playoffs. He's talked about wanting to play in meaningful games after the IST experience. And I have a good feeling that they will upset the Bucks. So, yeah. So,
that is quite a hot pick, but a hot take, sorry. But then again, hindi naman ako magugulat if that happens. Knowing the talent that the Pacers have.
Parang idagdag mo yung talent ng Pacers at si Doc Rivers. Parang yun palang recipe for disaster na sa Bucks. So the next series, this comes as some sort of a surprise. The 4-seeded Cavaliers versus the 5th-seeded Magic. Medyo may may impending bad juju for the Cavs kasi yung last game nila sa regular season, binangko nila yung starters nila nung second half against Charlotte para matalo sila, para hindi sila maging in contention for either the 3 or the 2 seed. And if you're the Magic, you're looking at that as, tingin nyo mas madali kaming kalaban kaysa sa Knicks or sa Heat. Parang,
medyo, to be quite honest, bro.
Sixers pala, the Heat. So, thoughts on this series?
Well, for me, medyo, I think it would be quite biased. Pero, di kasi ako fan ng Cavs masyado. So, I would have to go with the Magic. Just because, they're quite a new team in this playoff picture. So I would love to see them actually win at least in the first round, especially since they've been branded as losers for the past few seasons. Parang ito yung version ng OKC sa East except nasa middle ground sila. Pero this team is actually quite a surprise in terms of their playoff seeding. So I would love to see the Magic win. Pero yun nga, medyo biased lang siya.
Ilang games?
Magic in 6?
Magic in 6.
Kasi pag nag-game 7, feel ko matatalo sila. So Magic in 6.
Ako, I'd want to agree with you, but I think the Cavs will exercise the demons of last year. 4 seed din sila last year. This time, 4 seed ulit. And this is their ideal matchup. They're going up against another team that lacks experience relative to their team. And hopefully, the lights wouldn't be so bright as Jared Allen once said. So, I'm picking the Cavs in 6. So,
okay.
Ayun. Next up,
okay,
another series that was decided on the last day. And ironically, they met on the last day. It's the 3-seeded Minnesota Timberwolves versus the 6-seeded Suns. And oh boy, this is going to be a banger of a first round series. So, thoughts on the series?
Well, it's gonna be a battle of offense versus defense. The unlimited ammo or unlimited weapons that Phoenix has in terms of offense. Pero yung defense naman ng Minnesota na I think number 1 in the league if I'm not mistaken. So I'm having a hard time trying to decide which team to pick. I'd have to go. I want to say defense wins series and championships, but I'd have to go Phoenix just because. Sige. I have to go Phoenix just because I think andun na yung playoff experience. Booker, Durant is there, so I think they would be leading the team into trying to vie for that next round spot.
Well, kontra na naman ako.
Sige, pare.
Ako Wolves in 7.
Okay.
I feel this will be the closest series.
Yes.
Ito nga ba?
Feeling
ko ito yung closest series among them all, given the circumstances. Kakabalik lang ni Karl Anthony Towns. And although you could say that Phoenix swept the season series 3-0, the playoffs is a very, very different animal. And each game will be too close to call. I'm betting on this to be the equivalent of the Kings Warriors series last year. Every game comes down to the wire unless someone pops off for 50. So, yun, Wolves in 7, but it's going to be a very close series. And last...
ako bro, for me pala, sorry. Kaya rin I chose Phoenix kasi it's also because of the fact na kakabalik ni Karl Anthony Towns. So I wouldn't know how he would mesh with the team, knowing that they already got their stride even without him. So para siyang case ng Magic, Jameer Nelson back in the finals. So hindi ko alam. So let's see.
Bagay. So sinasabi mo mas magaling si Naz Reid kay Kat? Well, you could make a case for it. Yeah, that's a discussion for another day. And for the last series, Mavs Clippers. The Mavs finished 5th after a very, very strong finish to the season against a Clipper team whose status is the same as that of the Bucks. They're waiting on Kawhi Leonard. So, thoughts on the 4-5 matchup?
Well, first to Kawhi. Kawhi naman dyan, pare. Balik ka na. For me, without Kawhi, it would be quite uh, a less difficult task for the Mavs for sure, especially since they're quite one of the hottest teams right now in the league. Grabe nakuha na nila yung composure, yung team chemistry, and Lucas just meshing well with Kyrie right now. So if without Kawhi, I'm sorry, with or without Kawhi, I'm choosing the Mavs. Mavs in 6, just because like Carl Anthony Towns, hindi ko rin alam kung anong gagawin ni Kawhi when he's back. Will he be the same old Kawhi, or would he be a little more careful with his knees? So yeah, it's something that I mean, as a Clipper fan, you have to worry about.
Well, ako, if Kawhi doesn't play at all, Mavs in 5. If Kawhi
Mm,
plays, agree ako sa Mavs in 6.
mm,
Given how hot the Mavs have been since the start of the All-Star break,
yep,
since Jason Kidd realized that, hey, Daniel Gafford should be starting over Derek Lively. They've been a very, very unstoppable team.
yep.
And people are saying that Kyrie is such a wild card. What people fail to realize is Kyrie loves playing in Dallas. He loves the culture. He loves the team. And yun nga, the trade deadline acquisitions are such a big help for them. And they got a new starting 4 and 5 out of nowhere using very minimal assets. And now they're in prime position to make it to the second round or even make it to the conference finals.
Yeah.
So
So,
I'm picking the Mavs in 5 if Kawhi doesn't play, 6 if he doesn't any. So
sabi nga ni Mark Cuban, bro, I want 5% equity for 100,000. De, joke lang. Sabi nga ni Mark Cuban, pare. Hindi, sabi nga ni Mark Cuban, the media portrays Kyrie as one na, yun nga, you don't know what to expect, what you would get. Pero sabi niya, it's just really the media depicting this. So that's why when he tried to look into the players, they all love Kyrie. So that's why he made that gamble to bring Kyrie in. And it's paying off its dividends. Sabi niya, I'll take care of the media, you do you. So yeah, right now, Kyrie and Luka is playing the best basketball in terms of the history of their duo
so
lives.
so yun yung picks namin for the playoffs. But before we end, mabilisan na lang rin. Play
Sige bro.
in or out. So by the time this comes out, baka tapos na yung first set of play-in games. But
Mm.
you might
Or
as well
nangyayari yung first set
or
of playing games.
or we might as well, sige.
Mm.
Who finishes 7 and 8 sa East muna? Sige, sa East. Who finishes 7th? Who finishes 8th?
Wow. 76ers have all the talent. Pero iba yung underdog mentality ng Heat.
So ano?
But
Sinong
I'll go
7? Sino 8?
I'll go with the hungry Joel Embiid. I'll go with the Sixers.
So Sixers for 7. Sino mag-8?
Mag-8 pare. Miami na. Feeling ko naman.
Okay. Agree naman ako doon. 7 Sixers, 8 Heat. Joel Embiid back. So people have to know that the Sixers are a 70% win team with him around. So 7 Sixers, 8 Heat.
Let's not
So
forget, if hindi sila injured, baka siya yung MVP.
actually, he'd probably be the MVP. He'd be a
Yeah.
back-to-back MVP. Oh, moving over to the West. Ayan. 7-8, pre.
Tough.
Sino pipili mo? Kasi lahat
Tough.
ng permutation pwede eh. Pero lahat may
Hmm.
laban eh. Pero ikaw, pre.
Alam ko ayaw ng mga tao tong duo na to, but I'd go Lakers 7, Golden State 8. Just because of their playoff experience, and then they just know how to win.
Mhm. Ay, masakit man sabihin to sa akin, pero kung ipupusta ko yung life savings ko, 7 Lakers, 8 Warriors din ako.
Akala ko,
Pero sa
akala ko masakit man sa'yo, pero kung pupusta mo yung life savings mo, wag na lang.
pero ayun. Pero yun kung pupusta ko yung life savings ko. Pero tingin ko ang mangyayari 7 Lakers, 8 Pelicans. Kasi as a Kings fan, masakit sabihin na tingin ko talaga mananalo ang Warriors because they've been 29-14 over the last half of the season. They're playing their best basketball after Kuminga started, which happened a game after they lost to the Kings. Para sabi ni Kerr, sige na nga, start ko na to si Kuminga, and since then they've been blowing teams out. And it's quite unfair that they had such a great record tapos 10 pa rin sila. So, they'll beat the Kings but they'll fall short against the Pelicans who've had their number all year as well. So, I think the Lakers beat the Pelicans and the Pelicans beat the Warriors. So,
I'll still go with the Warriors. Lalo na ang editor and producer natin, si Sedmond Green, pare.
So, yun. That's our picks for the play-in. Hopefully, hindi yun yung mangyari. Pero,
but
that's
it's
it
still
for
something
today.
I'll be looking forward to bukas. Sana close games, sana exciting games. Yeah. So, I think that's all we would be wishing for.
So, I guess that's it. So, thank you very much for watching. If you've made it to this part, you may check out SwishFit PH down below. And I guess that's it.
Check us out. Check out nyo ako. Check out you. Yes, sir. Thank you, SwishFit PH. This has been Dakdakan Podcast. Till next time. Yes, sir.